Hi everyone, it's Annas. In today's video, I'm gonna embroider 4-leaf clover. You can make a pattern by drawing some hearts. I'm gonna move the camera closer to my hands and show you how to do that from drawing the pattern. Let's get started. I'm gonna start from drawing a clover pattern. Draw a circle about the size of the 500 yen coin. Draw the close in the center. Draw a heart for each section. Adjust the size and shape while you're drawing. I want to add its stem, so like this. If you've done the pattern, trace it with a pen. You can trace it as it is onto the fabric, but I'm making a fair copy of it for you to see it clearly. Leave a bit of a space between hearts. It will be getting bellied with the thickness of thread. I think I've done. It's a very typical clover pattern, isn't it? Then trace it onto the fabric. I'm using a dressmaker's tracing paper. I've already removed its backing paper. I want the colored side down. Put it underneath the pattern and trace it with a stylus. Trace it very firmly with it. It's transferred, though the impression is a bit faint. I'm gonna start embroidering now. Put it on an embroidery hook. I won't tie a knot to start my thread. Make 2 running stitches inside of the pattern. They will be covered later. Bring the needle back at the previous hole, or anywhere along the line of the thread. It's anchored. Trim off the tail. The way to stitch this pattern is, the starting point is here. Have a horizontal stitch in the heart. Then you can have a semicircle, and a semicircle below. I'm gonna fill each of them. You can start from any of them. You may have seen the ways to stitch hearts in various places. This is a kind of an advanced version. Once you've done a semicircle, then move on to another one. You can stitch from any of them. If you've done the half of it, then start filling the bottom half. Now I've done one leaf. I'm gonna have a horizontal stitch in the middle, fill in the half and the other half in the same way. When you want to finish your thread, weave through the previous stitches in the back twice. It's anchored. Then trim off the tail. Next, move on to the stem. I'm going to do outline stitch. I'm going to take 2 strands of thread again. You can take 3 strands of thread though. When you want to restart your thread, weave through the back twice, near the spot where you want to restart stitching. The way to do outline stitch is, have one stitch, come up a short distance ahead, bring the needle back in the middle of the stitch, push the previous stitch and try to go down in under the thread. Again, come up a short distance ahead, bring the needle back in the middle of the stitch. Continue this process. Don't split the thread. You can make a beautiful curve by doing this. Lastly, come up from the same hole and bring the needle back in the middle of the stitch. Just have a half-length stitch and it's completed. As for outline stitch, you won't have enough stitches in the back to weave through. You should weave through again and again. When you get to the set stitch area, weave through there too. It will be anchored firmly. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.